Can the US President Donald Trump stop the Israel-Iran war? Because the war between Israel and Iran is now threatening American interests, and it has knocked on America's doors, almost literally. The US Embassy in Tel Aviv has been temporarily shut down after an Iranian missile struck the embassy, causing what the US ambassador called minor damage to the embassy. And the US Embassy in Iraq has issued warnings of possible attacks on American citizens, facilities and businesses. US nationals in Baghdad have been urged to avoid crowded places and areas frequented by foreigners. In Tehran, the Swiss embassy, which has historically functioned as a quiet back channel between Washington and Iran, is now shut. Even if Trump says countries like Iran and Israel, in his words, have to fight it out first before they reach a deal, it appears Trump can no longer afford to just watch from the sidelines, because the stakes have shifted and American interests are now directly under threat. Ever since the war broke out last Friday, Trump's own words on the war have wavered from one extreme to the other.
Well, I hope there's going to be a deal. I think it's time for a deal, and we'll see what happens. But sometimes they have to fight it out, but we're going to see what happens. I think there's a good chance there'll be a deal.
Just a day earlier, on a post on social media, Trump denied any U.S. role in Israeli strikes inside Iran, while warning that any attack on America by Iran in any way, shape or form would trigger an unprecedented military response. But this statement was in clear contrast to the statement he gave to Reuters during a telephonic interview on Saturday, in which he said he and his team had known they were in know of the attacks which were coming. And earlier on Friday, in yet another post on social media, Trump warned that more violent attacks were on the way. He described the situation as spiraling, urged Iran to make a deal before there's nothing left, and acknowledged the death and destruction already underway. So through all these contradictory comments, if Trump thought he could keep one foot in and one foot out, the idea of staying neutral, of letting the regional players sort it out themselves, has perhaps collapsed. American embassies are under threat. Americans are being told to take cover, and the possibility of wider escalation now carries the risk of dragging the United States directly into a larger conflict, whether it wants to or not. In 2020, when Trump and the White House faced a similar moment after an Iranian general was killed by an American drone attack, it used a Swiss diplomatic channel to diffuse tensions. But this time, that back door is also shut. This time, Trump has no such option to exercise, whether he likes it or not. The battlefield is directly hitting America's interests, and now it is no longer about asking if Trump can stop the war. It appears to be about how he will do so.